Hello, this is the first video or episode of whatever this is gonna be. um, my nickname is JJ, and I'm kind of just here to talk. I wanted to start this channel as like a little side thing. I'm not really looking for exposure or anything. I don't even think I'm gonna get any, honestly, probably realistically speaking. I just recently found out that one of my best coping mechanisms is to just ramble. Not necessarily vent, literally just ramble, talk about nonsense, stuff that I'm interested in, stuff that I'm not. Sometimes it's gonna be emotional, sometimes it's gonna be stupid. Probably more stupid, because I really do like to talk about a lot of weird and random shit. And this is kind of like the first video about it. I don't know what to talk about, and I think that's kind of gonna be a theme for a majority of these videos. I have no idea what I'm gonna want to talk about. I just know that I'm gonna want to talk. So, I guess I should just get started with like at least a little bit of background info. I'm 18, freshman in college right now, psychology major. I got issues, I guess. I'm learning to deal with them though, so that's pretty good. I have a pretty long history of trauma, I guess, but I've been getting better at dealing with them and addressing them, so that's pretty good. I don't really want to show my face entirely. It's not that I'm not comfortable with it. It's more just like, I don't know, just I don't really want to do it yet. Maybe if I'm a little more comfortable in the future with the videos, I'll probably do it. And I mean, honestly, for the people who do know me, just my clothing is probably enough for them to piece together that it's me, and obviously my voice. But yeah, I'm pretty chill, I guess, is what most people say. I don't really know objectively what chill really means. I'm just kind of quiet. I'm not really social. I only recently started becoming a little more extroverted. Growing up, I was definitely way more of like a hermit crab. I was just very introverted. I didn't like hanging out with people or needing people or talking to people in general. Until, like post COVID kicked and being alone sucked. So I decided to try to be a little more out there, have a little more friends, and I do now. I have two main close friends, and then maybe some just minor friends, just around in my life. I lost a lot of friends though. That sucks. That shit kind of feels like ass. It's never fun to lose people, especially when you care about them. But sometimes, life just happens, and two people just go two different ways, and that's it. It's just life goes on, and you have to move on too. I like cars. I fucking love cars. And I also love the Cars trilogy. It's the greatest trilogy of all time. Don't even at me. I don't care about Kung Fu Panda and none of that shit. Give me cars all the way. I skateboard, mostly at a hobby though, and it's pretty on and off. I used to be really, really. Sorry, the airplane. I used to be really deep into skateboarding. Like I wanted to be really, really good, but I kind of just stopped having free time for myself. Like I just started, like free time was just a thing that was slowly disappearing because I got a job and school and everything like that. But I still skate out of hobby or sometimes just to calm myself down. Driving is a pretty good therapeutic thing for me though, but I don't like paying for gas because it's so expensive now. So now I kind of just don't really, I try my hardest not to leave my house. I probably realistically won't even be able to upload a lot. This is just like one of the rare times that I have free time, and I figured might as well get around to doing this, because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I'm kind of nervous about it, even though I know it probably won't go anywhere. It's just, I don't know, I kind of freeze up just thinking about anyone listening to me and the stupid shit I ramble about. But I'm trying to be a little more open and okay with that, especially since my future career, I wanted to be a therapist. I'm kind of going to have to be able to talk to people. And I can, but I kind of want to learn how to be just a little more out there by making these kind of videos. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to talk about cars again. I currently have a pretty busted up car. It's got dents on the side from when I got T-boned, and there's an oil leak, and it's fucking hard. I'm trying to fix it up, but I am constantly not financially stable, both because I don't really make a lot, but also because I make poor financial decisions when I do have money. I have a chronic shopping addiction, that's for sure. I like clothes too much. And because of that, I haven't been able to actually fix my car. It drives though, I've fixed a majority of its issues. So, it works now. It won't break down on me. It'll actually last me. It's just that oil leak, the longer I let it go on like that, the worse it's obviously going to get. And the dents in the car, that's more of just like a cosmetic thing. Realistically, I don't really care, but I just would rather prefer my car not having a dent on the side. I do want to mod it though, but the problem is it's a Chevy Cruze. What the fuck are you going to do to that? It's not like there's like a fucking body kit that's dope as hell for it, or I mean, honestly, the engine bay is just way too fucking small to do anything with, so it'd be pretty fucking difficult to do anything to it. My dream car is a 240 SX or an RX7 or RX7. Jesus Christ. I'm kind of like a basic bitch with those kind of cars. I fucking love the 240 MX-5. I want a Miata too. My dream car though has always been like a 2017 ZL1 1LE Camaro. Like I've ever since I was a kid, I fucking loved Camaros. Like I fucking love those cars, dude. And I liked them before Transformers came out. I was not on the fucking yellow Bumblebee bandwagon. I liked Camaros before that fucking movie came out. I don't care what anyone says. That movie did not influence my opinion on Camaros. I've always fucking loved them. Call me a gatekeeper. I don't care. I'm an OG. All right. No, but yeah, that Camaro's always been like my dream car, and it'd be really fucking cool to own one. But they're gonna stop making them in 2023, which sucks, because I wanted one from the dealership, like a new car, but I could still get it. There's obviously still that potential. It just might be a little more expensive, or maybe just the same price, but just in used dealerships. The 240 is the dream car that I want to mod though. Like I want to be able to customize that 240, and they're not even that expensive realistically. I mean, yeah, they are, but like it's achievable, like if you like really just work your fucking ass off, you can probably save enough money to buy that car. I think it's like the last time I remember checking, like 12 to 15K stock, but maybe like 5 to 6 with one that has some issues or a decent amount of issues, which honestly, I'll take my fucking chances. I'll take that fucking $5,000 to $6,000 one. I want the MX-5 though, because it is also a car that looks pretty fucking cool when you mod it, but at the same time, it's also just really small and compact, and I fucking hate big cars, big trucks. Like I don't mind driving them. They look really fucking nice. It's just like small cars are just better. Like they maneuver better. You can park way easier. Like I'm 5'6", so they just fit me more better. It's just like overall, they're just smaller cars are just better. So that's why like Miata's probably one of the ones that I would do. It would probably be the most fitting car for me. 240 is just like a long car. I would use that as my drift car too. And then the Camaro is just like the just the dream car. Just the one where if I get it, I know I made it, you know. And I'm gonna get it. I don't care. I'm gonna have a Camaro one day. I do have dreams and aspirations still. I've known for a pretty long time that I wanted to be a therapist and that that's the career I wanted to go down. I just like helping people. I like talking to people. I like listening to their experiences in life and all of that stuff. But I also just feel like there's so much shit in the world and it wouldn't hurt to try to put some kindness back into it. I've had multiple scenarios in my life where I try to not let people get to me in a way where it could affect how nice I am to the next person, if that makes sense. Like if some bad blood happens between me and one person, it's not gonna make me sour. Or if like I get into a bad relationship and it ends really badly, like I'm not gonna like be bitter to the next person I'm with. You know, I kind of feel like there's just too much hate in the world to let yourself become one of those hateful people. And life's too short, you know. Every time you go down an evil route, a villain arc, you're always gonna just form regrets. And I never wanted that. I don't want to have regrets, especially when it comes to hurting people. So I try my hardest to keep my kindness and my niceness, I guess, without the action of someone taking advantage of that messing up my future with other people, if I made that clear. I don't know if that sounds egotistical, like trying to call myself nice. I know that sounds like the opposite of humble, but just with my experience and what with people have told me, that's kind of just how it is. I do know my worth. I know my worth. I know I'm a nice guy. Um, I'm not a bad person. Like I know all of that, so I don't really have uh, fear of saying that. You know, I could be one of those just like, oh well, my actions will speak for themselves. But realistically, like that kind of doesn't really help. You know, it doesn't really give people a good idea of how you are. I'd rather take it as this is exactly how I am, and if you don't believe me, then I'll prove it to you. For me, that's kind of how it always has been. It's not like a, oh, I don't need to tell you how I am. You'll figure it out as you know as we go. No, I like, I'll be upfront. Like I'm very open to all my strengths as well as all my weaknesses. You know, I like being an authentic person. I don't like faking a persona or personality. Sometimes it gets rough for me. You know, sometimes it gets hard. Emotions like loneliness or just sadness in general or uh, just feeling melancholic all the time. You know, when I do get those waves or those, sudden rises in depression and all that shit, I'm open about it. Like, I don't hide it anymore. I don't like keeping it in anymore. I like talking about it. I like being able to vent about it to someone, not just anyone, obviously, people that I trust. And even if I do choose the wrong person every once in a while, it's okay. You know, I made that attempt to, try to introduce something new to my life, and it just didn't work out. And that's really it. I can't really get bitter at that, just move on from that experience and just choose another person. And so, because of that, I don't really like have any tricks up my sleeve or cards I'm hiding. What you see is what you get with me. Very blunt about all of that too, and just a blunt person in general. I can ramble, for ages, but when needed, I can also just be really concise and straightforward. If I don't like something, I will say it. If I don't agree with something, I will say it. But I also do know kind of how to keep my mouth shut. The only time I don't really know when is like when I just start rambling. then I kind of lose track of like those social cues of like when I should just be quiet. But majority of people so far told me that they don't mind it, that they like listening to me, and so that makes me happy. Obviously, that just means I chose the right people. And I'm not saying that people who don't want to listen to me are wrong people and terrible people, just not people suited for me. It's just simple as that. It's no hatred, no bad blood or anything. It's just two people that are different. There's nothing wrong with that. I do have bad luck in relationships, though. Can't really seem to just find the one, Sometimes it's like, sometimes for me, it's been either just I choose the wrong person a lot, or it just doesn't work out, And that kind of sucks. But maybe it's just because I'm not giving it enough time. Maybe because I jump into relationships a little too quickly. And not really like after a breakup, but more of when I do find someone, how fast I fall for them, Just kind of how quickly it happens. And I know that's not normal. And because of how fast I fall for people, sometimes I just end up falling for the wrong person really fast. Or sometimes the person I fall for we just don't match at all. I'm really open-minded though. I like new experiences. I like trying new things. That's why I don't really have much of a problem with trying to be with someone who's completely different than me. But sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes people can just be evil though, just straight up terrible people. And I can only wish them the best and hope that they can change for a better future. Because clearly they just weren't meant to change with me. But besides all of that, I'm still very hopeful for love. I'm currently single, and I don't want to die alone. I do want to have a family. I do want to have a woman I love in the future and kids and all of that. But I'm also not like super scared of not ever getting that, If I don't ever get that, then, I love me. I can deal with myself for the rest of my life. Before, no. But now, yeah, I can. It would suck, but, I got it. But it would be nice, to die surrounded by, like, my lineage, my bloodline. And that's kind of like a topic I feel like a lot of people aren't really comfortable talking about, is just death in general, the way they're gonna die. I don't really fear it. I'm kind of just like, if I die tomorrow, I made the attempt. I actually tried to get my shit together, and I never stopped after I really put my mind to it. So because of that, like, I'm okay with dying. And I'm not saying I want to die. I'm just saying in general, if I were to pass away, I'm at a state where I'd be okay with that, where I'd be able to accept that I lived my life the best I could, and I tried my hardest to help the most people I could at the same time. And I feel like that's enough for me, regardless of who I'm dying with or who's by my side when I die. As long as I know that I made a good impression on the world with the people around me, then, it's worth it. Life will always be worth it like that for me. As long as, I'm able to just help in any way possible with anybody, that's fine with me. That's really what life is about for me. Just being a nice, kind person that people can rely on. And obviously that life is not for everybody, I find it hard to hold grudges. I'm really easily forgiving, even to people who don't deserve it sometimes. And I don't really have a problem with that, because I don't know. Like I said earlier, I don't like hating people. I can joke about it all I want, but deep down, I can't really hate someone. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I think I rambled enough for this video. I talked about this to some of my friends, and they also want to talk on video with me. and just see what stupid shit we could talk about. And honestly, I'm completely fucking down for that. So, you know, maybe we'll have a lot less serious videos in the future. But for now, this is kind of like what I want to focus on. It's just talking. That's about it. See ya.